The ceremony is about to commence. We kindly ask that your mobile phone be switched off or on silent mode until the end of our ceremony. In case of an emergency, please remain calm and follow the instructions of the venue ushers who will ensure your safety. We now welcome our Real World graduates.
Hi, I'm Anne Sherry. I'm the Chancellor of QUT. I'm delighted to welcome you to your graduation ceremony and warmly congratulate you on being here today. As well as being a milestone for you, this occasion is a very important one for the university. To recognise that, this ceremony is modelled on the traditions of medieval European universities that date back 1,000 years. So we have a mace to symbolise authority, a Latin anthem, and academic dress styled in the traditions of that earlier time. More significantly at QUT, we celebrate the much older culture of the traditional owners of the land on which QUT stands, the Turrbal and Yagara people, whose customs and ceremonies date back more than 40,000 years. We pay our respects to their elders, laws, customs, and creation spirits. We have sought to deepen and expand the way in which you, as future decision makers, respect and value the precious contributions of those who've lived in this place for countless generations. As you have all discovered, QUT is a place where you've learnt new ways of thinking and doing. It's a place where you've been challenged to leave your comfort zone, to be bold and learn the practical skills you need to take the next steps in your career. And so I congratulate all of you on showing great commitment, courage, and achievement in qualifying to graduate today. Not only have you achieved academically, for many of you, coming to university may have required you to leave home, travel to a new country, or even persuade your inner voice or sceptical families that going to university would be worth the sacrifices. Just last year, more than 10,000 students graduated from QUT, joining the almost 300,000 professionals who are part of our global alumni network, of which I'm also a proud member. We look forward to welcoming many more students to QUT and supporting them while they study with us, as we have with you. We also look forward to supporting them in their chosen careers, whether in business, law, science, engineering, art, teaching, nursing, or many of the other pathways open to our graduates. I strongly encourage you to stay connected to QUT through our alumni network and to take advantage of the many networking and professional development opportunities it has to offer. For this is only the beginning of your journey. As you walk across the stage today, think about how far you've come. I know your friends and family are proud of you for the hard work you've put into completing your degree, and so are we. Once more, I extend my sincere congratulations, and we wish you every success for the future.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Margaret Shield, Vice-Chancellor of QUT. Today we celebrate the excellence of your achievements, the commitment you brought to your learning, and the dedication and perseverance you showed through every challenge. You chose our university because you wanted the real-world skills that industry demands. Today, surrounded by proud family and friends, either in the room or supporting you from afar, you stand before us as qualified professionals and emerging leaders ready to make meaningful contributions in your chosen fields. You have mastered complex disciplines while managing work, family, and personal responsibilities. You learn from and alongside researchers addressing our most pressing global challenges: climate science, healthcare innovation, and transformative technologies. And you achieved your qualification on lands that have served as places of teaching and learning for thousands of years, joining an unbroken tradition of scholarship and discovery. QUT is an ambitious, world-class university ranked amongst the top 200 globally. Our cutting-edge research in technology and innovation distinguishes us, but our true distinction lies in real-world graduates like you. Each project and placement has prepared you to enter your careers with confidence, and you now join a distinguished network of alumni, leaders in industry, innovators in research, and champions of positive change. As you embark upon your next chapter and go on to achieve remarkable things, remember you will also be judged by the care and compassion you show for others and the way in which you use your knowledge in the service for a greater purpose. On behalf of the entire QUT community, I sincerely congratulate you on your graduation and wish you all the best for what lies ahead.
Guests and graduates, please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
Please be seated. I'm Professor Gavin Say, Deputy Dean in the Faculty of Creative Industries, Education and Social Justice, and I'm delighted to be your host for today's graduation ceremony. In commencing the proceedings, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land where we are gathered, and we'll begin with the Welcome to Country video.
Welcome in the language of the Yagara people. We acknowledge the Turrbal and Yagara peoples as the First Nation owners of the lands of where QUT now stands. For thousands of years, the Turrbal and Yagara people have gathered along the banks of Maitwa, the Brisbane River, to share their knowledge and stories. We pay our respects to their elders, laws, customs, and creation spirits. We recognise that these lands where QUT now stands have always been places of teaching, researching, and learning. We acknowledge the important role Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people play within our QUT community. From Moreton Bay, inland as far as the Great Dividing Range near Warwick and Toowoomba, as far north as the Caboolture River, including the lands around Brisbane City, Meanjin. Yura yura yinala, balka bi balka, nganguru nguru maramakoro nganya birali, nganya bayam. Welcome to the traditional country of the Turrbal and Yagara people.
Before we start today, I know we are all shocked and devastated by the tragic events that occurred at Bondi last night. Our thoughts are with the victims, their families, and the entire Australian Jewish community during this time of profound grief. QUT unequivocally condemns anti-Semitism and violence in all forms. At times like this, it is ever more important to act with kindness and empathy. Graduation is an important part of the fabric of university life, and in today's ceremony we'll confer more than 240 degrees. In addition to today's formal proceedings, it's an opportunity for us to celebrate and reflect on the personal achievements of all of our graduands and join warmly and genuinely in their celebration. We would particularly like to welcome those who are streaming live from around the world. I believe our graduands would be the first to admit that while graduation celebrates their individual success, their accomplishments would not be possible without strong support networks. Today's celebration recognises significant contributions of family, friends, university staff, and many other people throughout the wider university community. We have a large ceremony today, and there'll be a short musical interlude during the proceedings. Presiding over today's ceremony is Professor Lisa Bradley, and it's now my pleasure to invite Professor Bradley to certify awards and certificates.
On behalf of the University, the Chancellor, Ms Anne Sherry AO, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Margaret Shiel AO, I add to you all my very warm welcome. I also acknowledge a ceremonial host, Professor Gavin Said, Professor Karen Dooley, School of Education, Faculty of Creative Industries, Education and Social Justice, members of QUT Council, QUT staff, a student representative, Bailey Young, and family and friends. Most importantly, I welcome you, our graduands, whose achievements we celebrate today. I also add my acknowledgement of the traditional owners of the Turrbal and Yagara people. I now call on Professor Gavin Said to certify the eligibility of graduands to be awarded their qualifications.
Presiding Officer, I have the honour to inform you that the graduands who will be presented to you or who are nominated for awards in absentia are entitled to be admitted to degrees and have awards conferred upon them. I certify to you and to the University that they have fulfilled the conditions prescribed in their awards.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University Council, I will admit to degrees and confer awards upon those qualified graduands in attendance today. I also admit to degrees and confer awards upon those qualified graduands who are listed in the graduation's webpage and have been unable to attend in person at this ceremony.
Presiding Officer, I now have the pleasure of calling on Marie Clancy to present today's graduands.
Presiding Officer, I have much pleasure in presenting to you graduates in the Faculty of Creative Industries, Education and Social Justice to be admitted to degrees. For the Bachelor of Educational Studies, Simon Beresford-Smith. Leon Baun Hong. For the Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood, Lauren Bockman. Hoi Ki Rachel Cho. Nguyen Dang. Zhiyu Fang. Tayshana Golby. Madison Laycock. Olivia Murphy. Land Pham. Gabrielle Pike. Zenthia Ray. Riley Ward. Hoi Lam Wong. Nisrina Zain. For the Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood, with distinction, Liberty Adams. Jody Bethel. Grace Croft. Amy Lane. Juan Vuan Chin Lei. Cheeky Charlotte Leung. Claire Malcolm. Jasmine Muller. Nok Xuan Ka Nguyen. Katie Kwan. Charlotte Watt. For the Bachelor of Education, Primary, Ebtitham Aberdeen. Sarah Acton. Jessica Amy. Lani Anderson. Rema Arafay. Sophie Arnold. Ryan Banks. Dylan Barrett. Annabelle Bartlett. Lauren Batchelor. Mikola Bock. Taylor Booth. Philip Bradley. Emily Buchanan. Gemma Burton. Dakota Carnes. Kerry Casey. Chang Hung Chai. Lucinda Clark. Sophie Clements. Celia Collette. Lily Connolly. Nina Connor. Patricia Consoli. Jordana Constable. Rachel Crane. Lily Carell. Amila Chutuk. Lindsay Deacon. Elspeth Delbridge. Lucy Dixon. Marcus Dixon. Madeline Dimitrova. Cherie Fitzgerald. Ottilia Fullerton Fall. Molly Gofton. Catherine Grandison. Talia Greentree. Ashley Hay. Phoebe Howard. Edie Kendall. Zali Kennedy. Rebecca Khalifi. Caitlin Kitto. Napasorn Larenthana. Declan Mason. Dylan McKenzie. Molly McMahon. Sequoia Miller. Sarah Milutunovich. Alexander Mitchell. Caitlin Murphy. Jenna Nixon. Evie O'Brien. Stephanie Ovens. Emma Perry. Caitlin Pollard. Jasmine Price. Amy Reddit. Brianna Riley. Rachel Richards. Jessica Grace Rossi. Adam Rowe. Ashley Sneed. Sophie Stark. Madeline Suffolk. Rumaisa Sayed. Johnson Tran. Cameron Tully. Jaya Vidler. Katie Willett. Nathan Wolfe. Presiding Officer, we will now have a brief musical interlude performed by Angel Strings. This will be followed by further presentation of awards. Presiding Officer, I have much pleasure in presenting to you graduates for the Bachelor of Education Primary with distinction, Emily Balanzetti. Imke Brand. Caitlin Bremner. Molly Breeze. Eliza Byrne. Sienna Byrne. Heaven Cush. Olivia Dyther. Jessica Fitzgerald. James Gould. Abigail Gittins. Anna Hume. Phoebe Keir. Shun Hang Eden Kwan. Taylor Mosby. Georgia Pfeffer. Georgia Robgent. Claire Sivia. Lena Spark. Emily Spink. Liliana Stack. Mia Sutton. Monikia Telford. Rachel Toth. Miriam Vandersea. For the Bachelor of Education Secondary, Thomas Airy. Hema Achuna. Emily Benton. Karan B. Singh Bra. Emily Kachola. Chan V. Chendi. Ryan Cole. Alexander Craig. Max Day. Lauren DeRay. Ewan Dutoit. Riley Dwyer. Lean El Musa. Alia Fernandez. Neve Fogarty. Sarah Hainsworth. Megan Harvey. Timothy Hazelwood. Atisha Hood. Talia Hoskin. Joseph Hunt. Martin Husak. Molly Dudkins. Ethan Kasulki. Leah Kay. Tommy Keating. Trent Kembry. Taylor Liskus. Hayden Little. Alexander Littlewood. Yvonne Hoy Lam Luck. Matilda Maxon. Daniel McBride. Adara Menzies. Sarah Miles. Timothy Mills. Gabrielle Munt. Tyler Newell. Nick Newen. Georgia Oliver. Rory Parker. Alana Piggott. Zoe Raby. Brooke Richardson. Declan Ryan. Ben Salter. Constance Scott. Melissa Shahovich. Prarthana Sharma. Lloyd Sheldon. Tanika Terry Vesnava. Dylan Treston. Blake Wrigley. For the Bachelor of Education Secondary with distinction, Larissa Box. Ivan Chang. Grace Crow. Lucia Cunningham. Ava De Bruin. Hannah Dunn Smith. Grace Egan. Caitlin Goggin. Elise Grange. Joshua Grinvold. Thomas Gunning. Rachel Hamilton. Nicholas Hendry. Emma Hocking. Hugh Hocking. Michelle Holcroft. Libby Rose Jocelyn. Aidan Lavelle. Callum Lee. Suhi Lee. Jake Madden. Hugh McKinnon. Hannah Meyer. Rebecca Newton. Kate Pepper. James Ravelli. Grace Sarah. Beth Seed. Peter Steer. Samara Sykes. Jamie Williams. Ella Wachner. Bailey Young. Jasmine Zammit. Presiding Officer, that concludes the presentation of all graduates and awards.
Graduates, on behalf of the University Council and staff of the university, I offer you my congratulations. Whatever you do beyond today, remember this is a lifelong learning journey. Do it with purpose, with integrity and pride, and know that QUT will always be here with you. I would like now to call upon Professor Karen Dooley to introduce today's student speaker.
Presiding Officer, we invite a small number of students who have combined academic excellence with service to the university community to deliver the address on behalf of the graduating cohort. Today's speaker, Bailey Young, undertook the Bachelor of Education Secondary with distinction and has participated in a range of activities. During his time at QUT, Bailey has demonstrated a deep commitment to education, innovation, and community. Completing a Bachelor of Education Secondary with majors in geography and history, Bailey undertook professional experience placements at Marist College, Ashgrove, Craigsley State High School, and St George State High School, where he currently teaches under permission to teach across humanities, English, and HPE. As a founding member of QUT's Equipped program, he has strengthened partnerships between QUT, the Country University Centre, and rural schools. Bailey has collaborated on educational video projects for QUT, the Department of Education, and Equipped, with some of his recorded lessons now used in QUT education units. He was also featured in the inaugural edition of the Queensland College of Teachers' Permission to Teach publication. Bailey will continue teaching in St George after graduation, championing rural education and opportunity in Queensland. It is my honour and pleasure to ask Bailey Young to come forward to address us.
Good evening, Presiding Officer, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, families and friends. I begin by acknowledging the First Nations peoples as the traditional custodians on the lands on which we gather tonight. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. It is a true honour to stand here representing the Bachelor of Education graduating class of 2025. Tonight marks the end of one incredible chapter and the beginning of so many more. When I think back to our first days at QUT, I remember walking onto campus with excitement, curiosity, and maybe a little bit of fear that we'd never actually master APA 7 referencing. Since then though, we've planned lessons that flopped, lessons that flew, and lessons that went completely off the rails but still somehow landed. We've survived placements, group assignments, and the constant attempt at this work-life balance. The one where you tell yourself you're going to stop working at 5, and then you find yourself at 10:30 and you're still staring at that lesson plan. For those of us who have completed our degrees under permission to teach, we've somehow juggled report cards, staff meetings, and asynchronous lectures all within the same week. But tonight isn't about what we've endured. It's about what we've become. Over these years, we've grown into teachers who understand that education isn't just about knowledge, but about connection. We've learned that the best teaching moments aren't always planned. They happen when a student finally gets it, or asks a question that makes you rethink everything you thought you knew. We've also seen firsthand the challenges our profession faces. In recent months, we've watched Queensland teachers, our future colleagues, stand together with the union to call for fairer working conditions and recognition. It's a powerful reminder that teaching is not for the faint-hearted. We don't do this for the fame or the fortune. We do it because we care. We're united by purpose and because we believe in the difference education makes. The challenges ahead won't stop there for us though. We'll soon be teaching in classrooms shaped by AI, a world where students might ask ChatGPT for homework help before they ask us. But if our time at QUT has proven anything, it's that teachers adapt. We pivot, we personalise, and we make learning human again, something that no algorithm can truly replicate. To our friends and classmates who couldn't be here tonight, we're thinking of you too and celebrating your achievement. None of us made it here alone. Behind every graduate are families who encouraged us, friends who made us laugh when we wanted to cry, the mentors who modelled what great teaching looks like, and QUT staff, the lecturers, the tutors, the coordinators who guided us, challenged us, and believed in us. Your support made this moment possible. To my fellow graduates, we did it. We're stepping into one of the most important, challenging, and rewarding careers there is. We are the mentors, the motivators, and sometimes the magicians who will help shape the future. And whether we find ourselves in big city classrooms, rural communities, or somewhere in between, we share the same purpose, to make a difference. So as we leave QUT tonight, let's carry its spirit of ambition, inclusiveness, and integrity into every classroom. Let's keep learning, keep growing, and keep inspiring. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it, and the best is yet to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bailey, for that inspiring address, and congratulations once again on your successes and outcomes at QUT. Friends and family, we've almost come to the end of our ceremony. I suspect that some of you may have been told by your graduate that you weren't to cheer, whistle, or yell or scream as they walked across the stage. Well, I think now we should take a moment to congratulate all of our graduates by making as much noise as possible. Thank you, everyone. Before I close, I'd like to thank the wonderful staff who have arranged this graduation for us and assisted you all today. It's a challenging and complex role, and I thank you. I now close by extending my personal congratulations and those of the university to all of the graduates and our best wishes to their assembled family, friends, and supporters. Staff will assist graduates, family, friends to leave safely, so please wait in your seats until you are guided accordingly. Graduates, family and friends, would you please stand as the academic procession leaves the stage? Thank you and good evening.